Welcome to Info Plus. The Sierra earthquakes remind us of California's active earthquake zone. A 4.2 magnitude earthquake hit Southern California during the morning wake-up call in the studio. Scientists believe that natural disasters have killed many people over time. There are wildfires, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, storms, and wildfires. Big earthquake coming to California in next 30 years. Watch to learn why. Earthquakes happen when the Earth's faults move suddenly. This movement releases stored energy from seismic waves that shake the ground. The fault moves because of stress buildup over time. What if big earthquake hits your home? If you watched the San Andreas Fault movie, you'll get it. You don't need to know past disasters to predict California's future. The San Andreas Fault could cause the destruction in the movie. Bad news ahead. Let's first learn some facts about the area before discussing the San Andreas Fault problem. A fault is a crack in the Earth's crust where rocks move. Faults occur at varying depths in the Earth's surface and mantle. They can be small or very large. Faults cause earthquakes by releasing stored energy as seismic waves due to sudden movement. The San Andreas Fault is an 800-mile-long geological fault that goes from the Salton Sea to Cape Mendocino, passing through Los Angeles and San Francisco. The fault separates the Pacific and North American plates. Tectonic plates are the same as these plates. Tectonic plates are stiff parts of Earth's surface. Earth's lithosphere is divided into plates that move on the mantle below, causing earthquakes, mountains, and volcanoes. The San Andreas Fault is very active and has caused many big earthquakes. Some parts of the fault have had big earthquakes more often, which damage buildings, infrastructure, and homes. Big earthquakes can destroy communities, hurt or kill people, and force residents to leave. Earthquakes can cause financial losses like lost revenue, property damage, and repairing structures. Earthquakes can cause environmental harm and be expensive. Earthquakes can cause stress and trauma for people and affect ecosystems, wildlife, and mental health. Let's look at the history of the San Andreas Fault and the disasters it caused. Many big earthquakes hit California since the San Andreas Fault formed. The 1906 San Francisco earthquake was significant. In 1906, something bad happened in San Francisco. The earthquake damaged the city a lot. It was caused by the San Andreas Fault moving and had a magnitude of 7.8. Earthquake caused fires destroyed San Francisco. The earthquake and fire killed 3,000 people and made over half the city's residents homeless. Next is the Loma Prieta earthquake, also known as the San Francisco earthquake. A 6.9 magnitude earthquake hit the San Francisco Bay Area on October 17, 1989. 63 people died, and there was a lot of damage. The earthquake happened in the Santa Cruz Mountains near Loma Prieta Peak. It was the biggest and most damaging earthquake in the Bay Area since 1906. Is there an earthquake coming soon? Researchers were confused by the issue. They had been studying the San Andreas Fault a lot lately. Over 3,000 studies were published in the past 24 years. Studies show another big earthquake is likely to hit the area. Big earthquakes occur every 200 years on average. These calculations use the model's treatment of the San Andreas Fault's long-term slip rate in Parkfield. We found patterns of earthquakes that happened regularly in 1857, 1881, 1901, 1922, 1934, and 1966. The data suggests that all 6 earthquakes may occur every 22 years. Earthquakes in 1922, 1934, and 1966 were used to support the pattern. Nature can be unpredictable. The 2004 earthquake contained all the data. The 22-year pattern may have been significant because of another earthquake on April 18, 1906. Many California scientists studied the earthquake and wrote detailed reports about the damage. Over 20 scientists worked together on this project. Studies the San Andreas Fault movement, geology in Northern California, and earthquake records worldwide. The Lawson Report was the final report collection's name. The Lawson study has many pictures of ruined buildings, detailed maps of where they were, and info on the arts movement during the San Andreas earthquake. An earthquake could happen in the next 30 years based on this analysis. The San Andreas Fault has enough stress to cause a 7.0 magnitude earthquake. A 2006 study in Nature supports this claim, and the director of the Southern California Earthquake Center has not provided a forecast. He says the fault seems ready to go. According to the LA Times, change is coming soon and things are about to shake up. The San Andres Fault is considered dangerous due to the growing population in the area, which has increased rapidly because of recent cracking. In 2008, the government predicted that a 7.8 magnitude earthquake could happen along the southernmost part of the fault, stretching 200 miles. Is the southern San Andres Fault the biggest threat? Big earthquake on San Andres Fault may kill 1,800 plus and hurt 50,000 plus. The southern San Andres Fault rupture will risk 3.5 million homes and cost $289 billion to rebuild, says CoreLogic. Years ago, scientists predicted how the southern San Andres Fault would shake. Scientists want to better understand earthquake patterns and the history of earthquakes on the San Andres Fault to improve earthquake prediction. The San Andres Fault Research Observatory was built to study earthquakes. CAFOD began studying the San Andres Fault in 2002. Scientists studied sediment in the San Andres Fault and found an unusual biomarker in one spot. The core's warmth is 1.9 miles deep. They found that silverstone and mud stone were very distorted in the fault zone. They have many small layers that make them scaly and shiny. This surface shows how often earthquakes happened on the rocks. The San Andres Fault may have had multiple earthquakes, says Geology Journal. They found this using potassium-argon dating. When and how bad will the earthquake be? A professor at Colorado State University named Rick Astor says that there could be a big earthquake on the San Andres Fault that would be very bad for California. A big earthquake may happen on the San Andres Fault. We can predict when the next big earthquake might happen. It's difficult to predict the magnitude, timing, and location of an earthquake. The central San Andres may not cause a big earthquake, but it could still be a pathway for earthquakes. It could come from the north or south of the fault. Everyone is worried about what will happen to the San Andres Fault. Hope California won't face earthquakes like Minoan civilization. What's your theory? Please comment below, like, subscribe Info Plus, and hit the bell for more mystery updates. Till then, bye-bye.